There are many trends. I would like to name a few. The first one is for property to be more sustainable, which means we have to pay more attention to embodied carbon during construction and to operational energy during the use phase. This is something people are seeking because they want to bring down the cost of living. Another trend we see is to be more smart as well. Now, smart has many definitions. You can slice it in so many ways. We believe that smart cities and smart housing have to focus on sustainability and decarbonization. So where can I use proptech and automation to be more energy efficient, water efficient, and ultimately to support a more sustainable lifestyle. And the third trend is also the focus on well-being, indoor well-being. We spend more than 90% of our time indoors, and people are now more appreciative of the value of indoor air quality, so improved ventilation, MEP, etc. So these are very striking trends which are here to stay. Well, we've seen a very definitive trend for people to migrate from vertical developments to more horizontal developments. And that is because the pandemic and the lockdown has created, anxiety, has confined people for various periods of time in different parts of the world. And so people are now more attentive to their surroundings, and they would like to fit within a community. A community could be vertical, but it is more perhaps open and more attractive to live in a horizontal community. And so there's been a trend of people shifting, within the Emirate of Dubai, from high rises to mid rises, and from mid rises perhaps to horizontal developments. So there's more of a spread, and when you move into horizontal developments, you have more access to nature. And I think this is now a premium today. People want to see nature, from birds to fish to trees to ocean, and this is something we have to bring into our cities. A biophilic approach is one such way. So technology is a beautiful opportunity, which I like to say it is like a veneer, or it is a layer that we can apply on top of sustainable housing and sustainable property. And by technology, we see technology in food tech because we want to bring food security and farming into our cities. We see technology in energy. We see technology in water, such as air-to-water capture machines. We can effectively now completely cut out single-use plastics and water dispensers and rely on air-to-water technology. There's a lot of technology that has also gone and evolved from heavy BMS systems, building management systems for large buildings and complexes, to home automation. So what can I do? So it's the same logic which has been downsized, and it is much cheaper, extremely affordable today, and which actually delivers on performance. It enhances performance simply by integrating a few sensors, control measures within your space. So technology we see everywhere. There's also a huge chapter about technology when it comes to mobility. So how do we move within our cities, within our neighborhoods and campuses? Smart mobility, zero emission mobility, electrification, shared mobility, and all of that is today made possible by smartphones and geofencing and geo-tracking technology. So there are many factors. We like to say that we have to start with conventional wisdom, which means in hot countries we have to avoid the sun, in cold countries we need to embrace the sun. And so we need to design our homes, our buildings in such a way, we call that a passive design, in such a way that we avoid or we minimize thermal heat gains. That's the first thing that we have to design for. After that, we look at insulation, and then we look at the energy performance of that space in terms of cooling, so energy demand for cooling, for lighting, for appliances, for water heating. All of that needs to come together to reduce our energy footprint. So this is something we really have to consider from day one. And something else we have to consider from day one is connectivity. So when we roll out developments with hundreds or thousands of units, it is extremely important that we consider how those people will commute within the development and from the development to the outside. So connecting with RTA services, within the community, can we have shared assets as well? Can we walk? Are we promoting soft mobility? And this is a global trend. And by maximizing space for walkability, preferably on shaded streets, etc., I'm also helping minimize heat islands. Our cities are heating up. So this is something we really have to consider. How do we cool our cities? And this is going to have a positive impact on thermal comfort, on quality of life.